Hello, beauties. The sun's behind me here, so I hope that you're able to get this. I just wanted to share with you. A lot of times I do my prayers in the car. Do any of you do your prayers or your affirmations in the car? I want to know. Message if you do. I think it's such a great time. I love them at home, but sometimes I have Zaina, and so when I drop her off at school or something, then I can just hit it. And when I don't have her, I'm like laying that truth out. And new levels, when I say these prayers out loud, I find new levels of understanding come through, because I'm in this space that's sacred and divine and declarative, and that's so much a part of my legacy. Not only that attraction to Egypt and the temples of Isis, which Inanna and Isis, the goddesses, were both known for their declarative power. But even in my past rooting in Christian faith, or my spiritual start on this planet, with, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was used to create, in that story, in the Bible, the whole earth, and we're given this declarative power. So I just wanted to connect with you and remind you that you are creating with your words, but not only that your frequency can be felt all over the planet, right? Your frequency and what you're putting out when you walk into a room, if you root yourself and tune yourself to the channel of love or power or sex appeal or confidence or divinity or magnetic attraction to financial freedom. And there are ways to do that, and part of that we're going to go over that on this bonus class Sunday. When you do that, that frequency goes out into the whole universe, and when you walk into a room, that, because you have such powerful intention, moves through the whole room. And the more intention that you have, the more powerfully that will be felt. It'll be felt in the walls and the legs and the arms and the hearts and the minds of the people, even if they don't know why they're feeling it or what is happening. Just like Jesus could walk into the room and heal a room, and many great healers and shamans and priestesses, their very presence, just the shadow of them, could heal a room. You have that power. And I just want you to know that my new prayer that's been coming through is that whenever I'm talking, whether it's with you here privately or it's on the phone, it's in a coaching session, it's out in public at the grocery store, it is on a TV network, which I'm seeing coming again, and I've done in the past, that my prayer is that wherever I am, wherever I'm talking, that I'm rooted right now in deep, deep divine mother, divine love, divine truth, ancient truth that knows our beginning, knows the end, only because there's no such thing as time and space. It's connected to what is for our highest and absolute greatest good, that frequency is running through my body, and that it moves through my heart, moves through the distance that is between us, and that it's felt deeply at a cellular level, that it's healing, that it's enriching, that it's nourishing, that it's activating, that I'm an activating, healing source, because I am a sorceress. Why? Because I'm source energy. You're a sorceress. You're source energy. Hi, Lana. And we're allowing source to flow through us. So as a sorceress, I'm just saying we're all source energy, and we're the sorceress is I'm a sorceress because I allow source energy, I pull it through me, and we all are source, whether we're consciously pulling this energy through us or not. You're sourcing things. You're sourcing love, misery, beauty, anger, intelligence. And whenever you do that with awareness and consciousness, then you can pull that energy through and create whole worlds. And I'm saying, Lana, and as a healer, I bet you'll love this as well, and probably already do something very similar. My prayer lately is not only whenever I'm coaching and I'm in these one-on-one sessions, when I'm on air, when I'm doing these lives, when I'm doing television or interviews or podcasts, wherever I am, that I'm pulling from the deepest, highest source, from the beginning, from the end. There is no such thing as time and space, and I'm pulling through and connecting that through my womb, through my heart, and beaming it out into the planet, so that when I'm driving down this highway, any home in the vicinity near me is going to feel more powerfully that divine love, that divine intelligence, that divine wisdom, that divine exactly what they need to hear to heal and to be activated at the highest level, who they are, even if they don't know it's because a door is driving down the highway, right? And we all have that, and the more intentional we are with it, the more we become that. So my mantras and my prayers are about, doesn't matter where I am, that source is coming through and traveling and healing the room, healing the space, activating the space, lighting up the room, lighting up wombs, lighting up hearts, lighting up and activating intelligence and divinity. Yep, I just said that. You may have missed it, but I was like, I love the car for that space. And I'm sharing that because I want to remind you, and Lana, you're with me, so you're the first one, mirror to mirror, womb to womb, heart to heart. But anybody who's in our group that's watching the replays, you're saying your prayers. I'm here to remind you that you're always sourcing, whether you pray or not. That is a prayer, because you are source in action, and you're sending and receiving prayer and machine happening, held inside of this beautiful earth container. And so, you know, we're not just walking about on earth, we're inside of a cell, we're inside of a bubble where everything affects everything, no matter what your spiritual belief is. And there are tons of studies about how our actual prayers, now prayers, because we're intentional, we're seriously and intuitively drumming up energy and directing it powerfully, can be more concentrated than what we're doing maybe day to day, depending on how you be in the world outside of prayer. But when you're praying and when you're intending, you can intend, all right, my energy, I pull it up from the deepest, highest place, and not just the deepest, highest place in me, but straight from Divine Mother, from guides, from angels, from infinite intelligence, from all that is and ever was, from that I am. I pull it up and I allow it to run through my system, through my body, to heal my body, heal my mind, heal my cells, heal my heart, heal my thoughts. I surrender my thoughts that come from my ancestors, that come from my epigenetics, that come from my DNA, that come from the mother wound, from the father wound, that come from humanity, that come from other lifetimes. I allow that deep highest source to run through my system, and I surrender my brain, my being, my heart, my divinity to this higher consciousness, to this higher light. And as I do that, I also beam that out to my sisters, my brothers, every living thing, every thing in the universe, every spirit on the planet. I allow that energy to go out through my heart, through my womb, into the planet, and heal and shift and activate. And it is felt powerfully, and so it is. So adding something similar to that, to your prayer, or just receiving this one that I gave you, is potent. You are potent. You are powerful. You are. I am. You are. We are together. And the more we bring our consciousness and awareness to that, not only are we our own healer, our own activator, and mirrors rising together with each other, but we're lighting this out. Like right now, I guarantee you every home that I'm going by has some optimism, some higher consciousness, some higher vibration, because that's who I'm a sending receiving machine, and I'm in this environment, and there is no other way except for these signals to be emitted. Now, people, whether they attune to them or not, their choice, but even if they're not attuned, healing can come through. And that's part of why I think the great teacher Jesus would say every time he healed someone, he said, it's not by me, but it's by your faith that you receive it. And it's because the person on the other end is extending their own faith. They're opening their heart, they're opening their belief, and then extending. Feel free to run by my house often. All right, Lana, you need to let me know what area you're in. But you extend your faith. So when you're receiving your miracles, okay? So I know sometimes it's easy to compare ourselves and be like, wow, that person is so this and that. That person is so, amazing. And maybe I should save this one for my full live. But my point, like for the whole public, Valley Ranch. All right, baby. It's really easy to think, one day I'm going to be good enough, or I'm going to be like that person. I always did that. Like one day I'm going to be like all these heroes that I had: Jim Rohn, Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Louise Hay, Doreen Virtue, all the goods, all the goodies. But one day doesn't come until you receive it. And what I mean by receiving it is you have to be willing to not just say, I'm enough. Those are great. We got to say them to retrain our brains. But to receive it in, you've got to declare and receive yourselves as open. Receive your heart as open. Receive this as the truth. You have to receive yourself. You have to receive the power of who you are. All right, so much love. Talk soon. Bye.